taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, go away. They're falling down like a domino. All the buzz are men by the Nile, they got the money on a bet. Gold crocodiles, away. Snap the teeth on your cigarette. they cross the floor. They've got the moves.
Whoa,
Oh,
way
well,
up.
you drop your drink and they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the punk and the metal band. When the buzzer rings, oh well, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, well, 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 well. Walk like an Egyptian. Slide your feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Life's hard, you know. Oh, so strike a pose on a Cadillac. If you wanna find all the comps, they're hanging out in the donut shop. They sing and dance. Oh, well, they spin the club, cruise around the block. All the Japanese with they and the party boys call the Kremlin, and the Chinese go. Oh, well, they walk the line like Egyptians. All the cops in the donut shop say, well, 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 well. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian.
Hey! Usually we don't.
I was trying to talk Vanessa into the shaker and then the tambourine, but this thing is harder to work than you think.
What about cowbell? How come not the cowbell?
There wasn't any cowbell in there.
I don't care. There could be cowbell in every song.
Oh,
I was going to bring her one of my cymbals so you could just hit it right at the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that either.
Rhonda, unmute your
probably
microphone
missed.
there so when I bring you in, I can hear what you're saying. I think that was really smart for the song, though, to keep your microphone muted because not everybody wants to sing songs. So, but we'll have our birthdays in just a little bit, and then we can sing those. Hey, everybody! Thanks for tuning into this wonderful show that we call Good Morning Nanton Live. And if you guys want to comment, if you want to engage, if you want to say hi to anybody, if you want to ask some questions throughout the show, if you want to throw us some good jokes that we can share with our audience, then send it over to us here. Just comment in whatever platform you're watching. But I usually don't want to step on the toes of the Highway 533 band. Except that you picked a really bad song for us not to step on your toes.
Not to get involved.
We had to get involved in that one.
It was fun.
We had to get involved in that one. So we just
all
had
about the
absolutely
fun.
no choice. That's right.
That's right.
All about the fun. So I want to thank everybody for being here. We've got another new guest that's going to be joining us today in just a little bit. And we're going to introduce Leanne McLeod with 40s. That's going to be actually broadcasting on, well, let's call it Big News today. So Big News on the Hub, Nanton Radio. So we've got this show called The Big Rock that airs from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And now, right before The Big Rock, we've got a show that's going to be called The Effin' 40s. And that's going to be hosted by Leanne McLeod. And it's all about supporting local music. And it's not necessarily local to our immediate area, but we do want to do that as well. But I mean, local
Like
to
central Alberta down.
Central Alberta
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she's got all kinds of bands and stuff like that, and we're going to bring her in just a little bit and talk to her about it, get a little background of what she's done and how we can help her and how she can help us. So I do have some. I'm going to let you guys choose. We've got 5 people here, so I think we can have a vote here. I've either got sad news first, or I've got exciting news for the rest of the show. Would you like me to do the sad news first or the good news? Anybody for sad news? Just raise your hand.
I don't know what the sad news is.
Okay, so sad news first. Okay. Now, I got to ask Jason. Jason, is it possible to play taps? Do you know taps?
Yeah, no.
Can you play taps on your You can't play taps on your guitar?
Like that?
Yeah. Burr, 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 burr.
There's got to be a crime against doing that.
Okay, so sad news is unfortunately our senior men's hockey team, well, they bowed out in the first round of the playoffs. So we've got no more. And that's why
I don't think that's the correct phrase.
What's
bowed
that?
out. I feel like bowed out means that they willingly volunteered to not be a part of the playoffs.
Well, what would
they
you
lost. Let's be real. They're grown men. They lost.
we have another term for around this household. It's like what you say when the Leafs lose. You just can't say it on the air.
It's not family friendly.
What?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Why didn't I take this and put a big giant losers across it? So what? That is too funny,
we love
Amanda.
you guys.
Amanda. So yeah, they ended up not making it through to the second round of the playoffs, I guess. So so they're no longer playing.
Yeah, and
hockey.
it's Fort McLeod Mustangs and Lethbridge Lightning, I think, is
that who's playing
this
second
weekend.
round? Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me, but that was the sad news. So that's our big breaking news as well. Is the Nanton Palominos will see you in 2025. What do we got here, Amanda? Tell it like it is, Randy. Yes, Amanda, correct. Lost. They lost. Here I was trying to be all politically correct and everything. Be nice to them.
But hey, you got to say that they tried. They gave it their all.
Of course they tried.
Well, let's ask. Hold on. Let's ask Amanda here if they gave it their all. Let's find out the truth.
Of course they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That's all you got to say about that?
Okay.
Okay. So now we can move on with the great things that are happening around our community, right? We do have some stuff I want to make sure that I promote here, including, and I am going to bring in Leanne here pretty quick. So it looks like she's drinking early in the morning, which is great. That's a good way to start the morning. So Leanne McLeod, welcome to the show here.
It's Red Bull.
That's disappointing. I thought it was going to be stronger than just Red Bull. So Leanne McLeod, who's joining us now, she's actually the host of this brand new show that we've got on our Nanton radio station, The Hub. It's called the F&40s. And so we've got some big news about some new programming that's coming up. So we're going to talk to Leanne here in just a second about that. We've got some other great guests, including Rhonda Anderson, Lynne Cox from the Nanton Quality of Life, which is actually is it FCC? FCSS. Family Community Support Services for Nanton and District. So we're gonna get that straightened out as well. So, but some big news here coming up. And I really want to promote this. Aside from the F&40s, that's going to start at 7:00 tonight, and we're going to do that as a weekly show before the Big Rock. This is huge, and I'm really, really proud of this. We've been doing it for a couple months now, and now it's time to let everybody know that they can tune in to what's called BGC Radio Show. So the BGC Radio Show happens the third Thursday of every month, and it happens on nantonradio.ca, so the hub. And the kids, the youth, at BGC have their own radio show for an hour between 6:30 and 7:30. And it's kind of our way to get our community more involved, get the kids more involved. Of course, I help them with the show, and we just want to give them some exposure. And when they're broadcasting, we've had so many. I mean, Amanda, do you want to talk about the feedback we get from some of the parents who tune in and listen to this and what they say about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's excellent. There's one participant who they say, has some speech issues. And so being on the radio is really kind of giving them some confidence and kind of helps them work through some of that and gives them, a little bit of, I don't know.
Well, we saw improvement in the first couple of weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So the improvement was immediate. And the kids, those who get involved fully are really getting a lot out of it. So I really appreciate BGC Foothills Club for allowing us to come in and do this. And I hope that people will support these kids by tuning in 6:30 to 7:30 on the third Thursday of every month, so that the kids can feel like they're actually getting their message out to people. A lot of it's music. They're doing research on songs. So it's a fairly simple show. But it gives everybody an opportunity to find out what's going on with the BGC Canada group as well. So that chapter here in Nanton. And I think that's really important. So the more people we have support these kids and tune in and listen to what they're doing, when they get the pats on the back after, or they get somebody in the family or their friends going, "Oh, I heard you on the radio. I heard you on the radio." How do you think that makes them feel? Honestly, how do you think that makes them feel? And then on top of that, they want to be able to spread the news about what's going on in their clubs. So this is, I think, something that it's not going to be just exclusive to BGC. This is, I think, something that we're kind of paving the way for other groups who maybe have youth involved, maybe doing something at the schools as well, so that they can get involved. I mean, we already have the Kindness Crew that promotes what the Kindness Crew from AB Daily does at the top of every hour. So just getting these kids more involved and trying to help them develop who they are, because it's like public speaking. And what do they say about public speaking? They say that it's the
number 2 fear of all time.
Yeah. So some people say it's the number 1 fear of all time.
Yeah.
So we got some comments coming in here.
It is not easy.
That's not easy. That's right. Exactly. So, let's see. Now, Kurt Seeley has joined us. I think somebody knows Kurt Seeley. Hey, somebody know Kurt Seeley?
I know Kurt.
With Kurt Seeley, every time he says something, I have to, it's just in regards to the Palominos. Okay, we can post this, I think. The typical cliche, we just couldn't take advantage of the breaks. R.I.P. Palominos. Okay, so back to hockey. So what do you guys think of this whole concept here of bringing some of the kids on and giving them an opportunity to be able to broadcast as well? Jason, you're really shaking your head there.
Yeah,
nodding your head. I guess
I like this. It's really cool. It gives them a chance to get out into the broadcast world and let us know what they want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. You actually get into some of the kids' heads of what they pick the music for the show. So it's cool to be able to give them that opportunity, and then I get to learn what these kids listen to. And amazingly, it's a lot of country actually.
And last month it was a lot of like classic rock.
Yeah, it was a lot of classic rock. Yeah. Which tells me one thing. I just want to say this very loudly. Parents, you're doing a great job. Keep teaching your kids good music, okay? Keep teaching your kids good music. So,
but I just wanted to say too that when you're trying to remember when is that BGC radio show on, well, it's the same week as the karaoke, the 3rd week of the month, right? So
now, is that a segue?
It is a little bit of a segue.
Okay, so let's segue into that. So karaoke night in Nanton coming up on Tuesday, March 19th. So this Tuesday coming up, 8 p.m. Now, is that going to be also another segue into another karaoke story? Okay, let's just keep segueing and see if we can work our way all the way back around to Leanne here, because I want to talk about her show too. So yeah, remember you guys, karaoke night's coming up at the Wagon Wheel Pub on Tuesday, March 19th. Make sure you guys come out, and now we have prizes. Raymond's. Oh, there's another segue. I don't know which direction to go here.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
We'll
okay.
get to the show.
So Raymond's, you know what? Let me do that one first.
Okay.
So now we've got prizes for the karaoke night. So we gave some prizes away last time, and we gave it away for Raymond's. And Raymond's in town, the restaurant, of course. And we actually had Raymond out last night, didn't we?
We did.
So yeah, he found out that we were doing some karaoke, but Raymond's gives prizes away for their brunch buffets and
dinner buffets
and the Wagon Wheel Pub when Raymond's has their bingo at the end of the month, the Sunday, which we have to clearly state, yes, it is going to be on the Easter Sunday, right?
Yes.
But we had people at the last bingo. They're like, we'll come. It's okay. If you do it, we will come.
Well, you don't want to cook all day, so come for brunch.
That's right.
Get a break, and then go home and cook the Easter ham or whatever you're going to have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So segue into the next bingo, breakfast brunch. So So yeah, I'm
Rhonda.
gonna do nothing else. But after that promo, I think it's a great segue to just show Rhonda Anderson
Yeah.
and nothing else.
The family of winners at breakfast bingo.
you guys bring the kids out to the this breakfast bingo whenever we do it. You've been there for the last two. You've kind of wiped the floor with everybody, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've done a good job. So you guys really are the
Who could that be?
you've ever had.
That better be my husband.
Yeah, it better be. That's right. It better be. So of course we've had you out and the family out to the bingos. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about your strategy so people can start planning to beat you guys?
Just show up.
Just show up. That's right.
That's all you got to do is show up.
So not that we have to beg people to come out, because it's actually done really well from the first one to the second one. I think we doubled the size of the bingo.
Yeah.
So let's double it again. Let's start getting a lineup out the door, but just for no other reason than just to beat the Andersons.
It would be great to have more locals show up.
Yeah,
It would be great. Yeah.
absolutely.
Rhonda, I'm going to give you a second to talk about that. So let's hear that, because I think that's an important message. So go ahead. What did you notice about the last bingo?
There was a question about local curling, and nobody knew the answer, and we realized that's because nobody else was local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there was
Mm-hmm.
people from.
Which is also great, but it's really good if more local people come.
Yeah, absolutely. There was people from High River and Stavely and Vulcan and Granham and all sorts of. Yeah, Claresholm. There was lots, but we need more Nantonites.
Yeah, we need more Nantonites. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so where are we at here for time? I want to make sure that we promote the F&40s that's going to be happening on the Saturday nights. And so tonight at 7:00, we're going to talk to Leanne McLeod for a second here. So Leanne, thanks for joining us on the show. This is your first time doing a radio show, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about it? Are you a little nervous?
You know how much I love video.
So let's make sure we don't confuse the two. So this is not going to be where people are going to hear your radio show. People are going to hear it on the hub, Nanton Radio. So nantonradio.ca. It's going to air at 7:00. So let's get a little bit of background here, Leanne, before we go on to the next guest. I want to find out more about kind of what F&40s, how it came to be, how this started. What do you do? Because you're a big supporter of local music and you work out of Calgary a lot. So give us a little background on you and what you do.
So Effing 40s was a self-help show in the beginning, and then COVID hit and everybody had a podcast. So I decided that wouldn't work. And then I was out for a night at a pub at the Blind Beggar and saw their stage and wanted to put the podcast on stage, which then turned it into business networking music, into a stage show. Our following on the podcast is 690,000 worldwide. We're pretty proud of that. It took us 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It takes a little bit of time to build that, hey?
It sure did. Yeah. And it's a lot of work. Like, people think it's really easy, but for a really good sounding podcast, there's a lot of things that are involved. We showcase local music. I have guests from all over the world come on to talk to us. And it's now a talent agency as well, which just keeps going and growing. And it's a brand that I just developed just after 40, and it's just kind of taken off now the past 4 years.
So with the F&40s, I mean, there's an insinuation there of what that means.
Oh, I know.
But what does it actually mean?
It basically means your top 40s in life, business, and music in general. Like, it's just your top 40s. And it was, like I said, it started off as a self-help, or effing 40s was like oh my God, 40s suck. But I'm going to tell you, it's not that bad after 45. It just sucks the first 5 years.
Mike,
it gets really good after 45.
Does it? Well, I should know that.
Yeah,
so
you're way beyond that.
Oh, look at this. We've got somebody here who's monitoring what we're doing in town. just trying to see if maybe he's got a place he can write some tickets on our show. Maybe perhaps I'm talking too fast. Maybe I'm talking too fast. Hey, Carlos.
That's our bylaw officer, Carlos. Hello.
Hi,
Don't give me
Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. So when we first met and we started talking about this concept of, bringing more content onto an Alberta radio show or radio station, and you guys covering the local music scene, that is something I've wanted to bring onto our radio station for quite some time, actually. And you jumped at the opportunity, and I thank you for that. I thank you very much.
I thank you for giving me an opportunity. I didn't think I'd ever do radio. I thought I was just going to be a podcast agent / get beat on by musicians. No, just kidding. You're actually really good.
We're gonna build this together. It's gonna take some time, but we are gonna build this together. But I wanted to tell you that the first time I saw the name of your show and we met, I was thinking to myself, well, what is she going to call it when she gets into her 50s? Is she going to change the name of her show? Is it going to be Effin' 50s? And then what about the 60s?
There's 49 forever, baby.
It's 40. 40 and holding.
40 and holding.
That's awesome. So what can we look forward to the show tonight here that you're going to be broadcasting? What's everybody going to look forward to?
So this is Clayton Bellamy, and I have handpicked. There's comedy songs. It's variety. Not Clayton Bellamy. Oh my God, Jesse Rhodes is going to kill me later. That's how many artists have reached out to me lately. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Jesse. Jesse Rhodes. He's a producer, singer, songwriter. He tours. He's worked with some very big names in this industry across Canada. And I think he was a great start for us. Mm-hmm. Being a local, he's at a Red Deer.
Yeah.
So, amazing talent. And then I've had no issues getting original artists to come to us because I do original shows. And the Calgary community for music is very, very tight. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think Alberta on the whole, and the networking and the love that comes with all of this, they have been my biggest supporters through everything. So tonight's show is all about, Calgary. It's Alberta. It's actually, I think we have people from Vancouver as well, a band that you would network to me. So that's right. This is like, for me, this is like music and networking. We will have business interviews. So if people in Nanton want their business interviewed, please contact me or David. You'll really like Jesse Rhodes. He's got great insight for young artists coming up as well.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
And who have we got here? So somebody's saying, yeah, Leanne with a big heart. Marcella Ruiz.
Oh, that's one of my
Sanchez.
biggest supporters. She's awesome. Yeah.
Marcella. Is it Marcella or Marcella? Marcella. Okay. Marcella Ruiz.
She's a sweetheart. She's a big
Sanchez.
supporter of Calgary music. She's everywhere, every show. Any live shows. She supports pretty much all the bands in Calgary. It's really neat.
Nice. So Marcella, I look forward to meeting you in person then when I get out to another show here of Leanne's. But I think it's really cool. And I don't think, Leanne, that we're going to have any I know that you already have a lot of people that are, we got some more people that are making comments here. So let's take a look at these. So Kaylee, says so many great music artists in Calgary. Thanks for tuning in there, Kaylee.
Music artists in Calgary. Yes, there is. There's amazing talent here.
Mm-hmm. So. And then Marcella, thanks for the shout out. No problem, Marcella.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. So I know that you have quite a few bands, originals and stuff that are local that are reaching out to you to be on the show, which is fantastic for everybody all around. Sounds like a win-win-win for everybody. But I also know that we've got a lot of talent. We got a lot of talent in the Nanton area as well. Yeah. So I know that if you're ever wanting to cover anybody from the Nanton area, I'm sure that we'll make sure that we send them your direction. Absolutely. And you can maybe do an interview with them as well. So at this point, awesome. I want to thank you again. Oh my goodness. I saw a cat. What?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to introduce me to cats.
Even when Here, I'll grab one. Hold on.
Okay, grab the cat.
He's not coming.
Cajun. Come on, Cajun. Come on, Cajun. We're on live TV. Cajun.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
He's
buddy.
like, this is not happy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's really
Cajuns,
not.
that's a great name too. He's
That's how
really
happy
not.
he's like, I can't believe you're making me do this right now.
That's
I'm
too
not
good.
for TV.
That's too good.
Yeah.
No,
That's
he's
awesome.
not happy about this.
Leanne, I got one more question for you.
Sure.
The question is we are just about to go to our birthday segment in the show, and during the birthday segment, we sing happy birthday to our local community members who have birthdays. So,
Okay.
would you like to sing happy birthday with us?
Sure. Absolutely.
You'd love to sing. You want to stay and
I've
sing
got a
happy
morning
birthday?
voice, so I'm not guaranteeing it's totally off key, but yeah, let's do this.
That's fine. That's fine. I want to find out if Rhonda, are you up for singing some happy birthdays here this morning as well? You want to do it? Just got to unmute yourself so we can hear you when you're talking. Just keep it unmuted. And Rhonda's apparently doing some work here. She's working hard for the Marlins. And, yeah. And now we've got to bring our band in, of course. So we got our band. And Marcella just said that Nanton is a great town.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she's been here at the candy store maybe once or twice.
Maybe. Yeah.
So,
We also have from Haley Lowen. Hi from the UK.
Haley
Wow.
Lowen from the UK.
Wow, great.
Wow.
And of course, cousin Doug. I'm back.
Cousin Doug. I've never called him Cousin Doug. That's his new handle. That's your moniker as Cousin Doug. Let's see. Marcella, are you going to sing happy birthday with us, Marcella? Happy birthday, Nanton community members. So
Yeah,
Marcella's going to
nice.
sing happy birthdays along with us here. So let's take a look and see who we've got for birthdays today. We've got a lot.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We show everybody what the birthdays are. You guys have to memorize them, and then you have to sing them
my God.
all with one breath. With one breath. You can't breathe in between these. If you pass out, just that's the way it
We'll
is.
see you next time.
See you next time. Connie Raffin. We have Victoria who's having a birthday. Kayla, Adia, and Jody. Adia.
Adia.
Okay. Adia. Make sure to say that properly. Lori, Grant. We got a lot of people right here in the studio that are connected with these people. Sarah Lynn's having a birthday. She had a good one. Gina's having a birthday. Alice is having a birthday. Whitney's having a birthday. Dana, Oscar, and Chris. Okay, man, those are a lot of birthdays. Now, we just want to remind all the birthday people that if you do have your birthday sung to you on the show today, guess what you get? You get a free bubble tea. So sponsored by Fused Bubble Tea and Balloons here in town.
That's
so
right.
Anybody who has a birthday and they're being sung to you for you today only, you can get your free bubble tea. You got one day to do it on your birthday. Sarah Lynn, maybe perhaps you will go get your bubble tea
Go
today.
get your bubble tea, Sarah Lynn.
Let's support our community here and go to Fused and make sure you pick up your free bubble tea, and it will be there waiting for you. So, Sarah Lynn, are you ready for us to sing happy birthday to you? I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, yeah, let's give this a try. Now, hold on. Lynn is also actually...
Yeah, she's in here, and she's a great singer.
She's a good singer,
Yeah.
so she's going to sing in the background here. She can even get closer to my microphone if you want. You should come right over my shoulder. Okay, here we go. So, Highway 533 band, our house band, take it away, and we'll try to do this.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, Connie, Victoria, Kayla, Dan, Cody, Flory, Grant, Sarah Lynn, Gina, Alice, Whitney, Dana, and Oscar and Chris. Yeah, oh my God, is right. Happy birthday to you. Go get your Fused bubble tea, everybody. That was an absolute disaster on that one. It was awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. See, that's how we do it. That's how we do it, Leanne. We just love having fun here. So thank you for joining. Have a great day, Leanne, and we'll hear you on our radio station tonight, okay?
I hope you do.
Thanks,
Thank
Leanne.
you.
Okay,
Bye,
talk to
guys.
you later.
Bye.
Okay, that was fantastic. We now need to get to some other people that are in the studio here and online. Now, who wants to go first here? Rhonda Anderson, or who's got more time? Who's got more time here? Rhonda can go first. Okay.
She says Rhonda.
Rhonda. Okay. Now we didn't really segue to some of that stuff you wanted to segue to earlier, did we, Amanda?
No, you skipped over it.
I skipped over it.
Yeah.
So, well, why don't we find some way to segue to that stuff while we're talking to Rhonda Anderson, who is the Nanton Marlins. No, that's not Rhonda Anderson. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Don't take over the show. You think you're more important than Rhonda? Get out of here. Get out of here. Rhonda Anderson. So Nanton Marlins Swim Club president. So thank you for joining us, Rhonda Anderson, good friend of the show and, of course, of our station. And just want to find out here some exciting things that are coming up for the Nanton Marlins, because guess what? It's that season.
Ooh.
It's that season. So tell us all about what's happening.
So we have registration set to open on March 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much all that means is if you're keen to come back to swim, or if you want to start up, that's when we're starting registration. Our season actually starts May 1st. So we swim until mid-August. And as you know, our pool is an outdoor pool. So we don't start in Nanton. We actually start in Claresholm. And we swim there until the Nanton pool is open. So that could be May long weekend, which it has typically been in the past. However, if the pool is ready to go before that, we will start swimming in Nanton sooner. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are we looking for as far as age groups just for people who don't know, where does it start as far as age groups? What's it go up to? I think Georgie is one of your swimmers as well. So
we have quite a few swimmers.
So it goes up pretty high in age.
Oh, come on.
Just the top end, of course. This is a fantastic sport where you can start as soon as you're able to swim. So for kids who are right on the cusp, they're able to swim, but they, are just starting to get that confidence. If you can't quite swim a length yet, that's okay. Charlotte, for example, wants to be on the swim club this year. Swim a little bit, but not that length.
Mm-hmm.
So our coaches are really fantastic, and they work with the kids and build up their confidence using a flutter board and get them to where they, Parker started last year and he could not swim. And by the end, he was in a race where he had to do 2 lengths of the pool.
Wow.
And he was fantastic. So we were just thrilled.
Nice.
So our coaches are really great with the little guys and getting them going. And as you said, we're an all ages club. So parents, if you want to get in the pool and you want to swim, you can do that. If you want to race, cool. If you don't want to race, that's okay too. It's really one of those activities that's great for the whole family. So
nice.
And that Paul Anderson family will be
well, that's
every day this summer.
That's the thing. Like, usually it's like drop your kid off, they go skate or, gymnastics and stuff like this. This is something that everyone can get involved with, which I think is fantastic. It's not unlike our Easter dance party where everyone can attend and have some fun. There, is that good? I got that one
it was kind of a good segue.
Yeah.
But it was right in the middle of Rhonda promoting
I'm just
her
doing
stuff.
it for 1 second.
Yeah. We'll promote
we got to
that
get
more.
this stuff in there.
We'll promote that more after we're finished promoting Rhonda's stuff here. So I remember the flutter boards. I think it was 16. They finally called me out and said, Dave, you can swim. You stop telling us you can't swim using the flutter boards.
I still need the noodle.
You still need the noodle?
That's okay. You're building endurance.
Yeah.
Building endurance. That's right. So I heard you guys are doing something fun tonight.
Oh, yeah. So we are doing dishes for the Leo's Food and a Flick.
Dishes, eh? You're doing dishes?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything more fun.
So
hey, it's community helping each other.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid of hard work and putting in the labor.
Oh, yeah.
And getting your hands wet.
Really great at
and get your hands wet.
Giving us a donation. Pardon?
And getting your
hands wet. Doing dishes.
We're not afraid of water.
That's
I'm
right.
Not afraid of water.
You guys aren't afraid of water for sure. Yeah. Give Amanda credit for that one.
We're out there and we're helping fundraise for our team. So.
That's right. So often the Nanton and District Lions Club give donations to the swim club, and in return, we might ask them to come out and help out a few times with some of the events. So it's a great great crossover promotion, community helping each other. So I think it's fantastic.
Well, and the parents of our group we've talked about this, and I think it's really important for our kids to help put in the work in order, in exchange for donations. And the kids are learning that some of these things aren't free.
Yeah.
So they're learning how to raise money for their own club, which is really good thing.
Awesome. Yep.
So
super important.
Well, that's great. So we're going to keep promoting that. We're going to have the registration rotating on the news segment at the top of every hour on the radio station. So we'll promote that. Hopefully you guys get lots of registrations and get lots of kids out to swim. Kids even of Georgie's
all
age.
Ages. And if you don't have kids, you're more than welcome to join as well. Last year we had 34 members, and so we're hoping that we'll gain a few more each year due to the last weird years. We've been growing our club back up. And so, the more kids, the more fun it is. We're definitely a club that we go to the swim meets and we race, but we're there for the joy of swimming.
Yeah.
Nice.
So our swim practices, we practice and we do all these strange strokes that our coach makes us do. But we also have a lot of fun, and she puts games out there for us. I say us, but for the kids, but the adults, we're encouraged to participate too, and it's quite fun.
You got to get the kid.
When your child is competitive, Logan wants to beat me, and so we're not quite there yet.
Nice,
luckily, but he's catching me. So all of these things that are encouraging the kids to put in more effort is great.
He's getting the length, right? He's getting tall. He's getting that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share before we let you go?
No, I think we're good.
Did a good job. So I guess that means just we're calling everybody out for the Nanton Marlins Swim Club. Sign up for that, and the Anderson family at bingo. Come and beat them. Please come and take some prizes away from them.
A quick buffet story. So my mom's birthday was on the 11th.
Yeah.
So we actually went to we tried a Chinese food place in Okotoks. And my kids said, well, where are we going? And we said, well, we're going out for buffet. And they're like, oh, is there bingo after?
Well, that's not a thing.
Nice.
It's not everywhere.
Nice.
Just in Nanton.
Hey.
There you go.
That's good. It's working well then.
That's awesome.
Okay. Well, thank you very much,
Rhonda. I have
Rhonda.
one question. If people want to support the Marlins Swim Club with donations of some sort, where do they reach out to?
They can either reach out to me personally or through the Nanton Marlins Facebook page. We also, pretty soon, we'll be sending out our sponsorship letters. So if anybody's interested and we missed them, by all means, reach out to me or the club on Facebook.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Kurt Seeley says, my swimming is more suitable for an aquarium. I swim like a rock. So thank you very much, Kurt. We appreciate all your contributions to our show all the time. Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Rhonda. We appreciate you being here. Talk to you later. Yeah. I think we're going to probably see Rhonda, though. Now, here's a good segue because she's got, it's a family that she's got, and they all love to come out to the dances that we do.
Yeah.
So this is a good segue. Rhonda's family.
This is a good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we segue into the dance.
All right.
So why don't you talk about the dance? And while we're talking about the dance here, this is big news.
Oops,
big news.
I accidentally hit that.
Well, it is big news.
It
You're
is
right.
big news.
It is big news.
So we're having our quarterly dance at the Nanton Community Hall. The Nanton Radio is putting on the dance party, all music for all people. Bring your dancing shoes, bring your family, your friends, your neighbors, everyone. It's free to attend. It's Saturday, March 30th at 6:30 to 8:30. And we'll have our usual concession, prizes, some fun, and it's an opportunity, like we said, for people of all ages, even people who may have been born on January 4th this year. Maybe not for, maybe that's a little bit too young, but that segues us into the next section.
So let's see the next section. Now, before we do that, I'm going to talk about the next section here. While I'm talking about the next section, because that is a good segue into that, then I want you to do me a favor and just switch spots here. So we're going to get you to we'll pull you out there. Now, what she was referring to is, and I saw a comment come in from a supporter of the show, TSI Yardworks, saying, darn, now when we were doing the birthdays, it said, darn, the internet tells me I have 14 different birthday dates, and today isn't one of them. Well, that's true. Today isn't one of them. I think we celebrated one of your birthdays here not too long ago, but I wanted to make sure that everybody knew, because we had a little contest here a little while ago, which was supported by Sandstone Pharmacies and also supported by TSI Yardworks, and Dar Boren kind of put that together for us. So the contest was the baby making contest, and guess what? We had a winner. So January 4th, Harper Jolie, and we had them visit the studio, and they picked up their prize package, which was valued at, I think we said over $500 or something like that. So over $500 it came in, and here we go. So Bree Blake, and there's little Harper. So let me make sure I get that right. Not Joe, not Lee, but Harper. So Harper and, of course, Amanda, they're posing, and that is the prize package, along with TSI Yardworks package that they're going to be giving to do a little bit of yard work to help mom out and help dad out. So born to Jaden Lee and Bree Blake, and we want to congratulate them. So thank you very much for playing along, everybody. I had a lot of fun with that one. I also want to make sure that we get to our next guest here, because we've got about 15 minutes left in the show, and we got a lot to talk about, don't we? Don't we?
Hi, how are you?
I'm going to change your name there because Lynne, there we go. And I am going to also put down here now, which would you like me to put? So we got the Nanton Quality of Life Foundation.
Yep, that's who we are.
And we also want to make sure that people remember. So Nanton Quality of Life.
Yes, so we are the stewards for the Family Community Support Services for the Town of Nanton, MD of Ranchland, and the MD of Willow Creek.
Okay. Which, now I don't know if this is all going to fit in here. Let's see. Nope. I'm limited to 50 characters. So I'm going to put NQLF.
And FCSS.
And I will put in brackets FCSS.
Nanton.
And Nanton?
And district.
Now you're getting to too many letters again. So let's see.
Just put Nan.
Let's see. Okay. Let's do this. And that, now, will that fit? That's going to fit. There we go. So that will fit. So we've got NQLF, which is Nanton Quality of Life Foundation. Now, it's my understanding most people know you as the Nanton Quality of Life Foundation.
Yeah, for sure. So we are a foundation run by a volunteer board of directors and representatives from the Town of Nanton, MD of Ranchland, and MD of Willow Creek. But we get a lot of funding from the province and those municipalities to run family community support services. Mm-hmm. And so I think there's about 250 FCSS offices across Alberta. It's an Alberta-only initiative that's been around since the 90s. So we are actually longer than that, so 60s. And since 90...
Whoa, that's a big jump.
Yeah, so sorry, the Nanton Quality of Life Foundation has been around since 1996.
Okay.
And took over the FCSS stewardship for this area in around 2000. So we have people that are coming from other areas that are familiar with FCSS offices that are typically run by the towns or the municipalities directly, but we have an independent foundation taking care of our grant. So I just want so people will phone and say, is this an FCSS office or just the Nanton Quality of Life? And we're both. So we are proud to take stewardship of the FCSS piece. Mm-hmm. And then as a foundation, we're also free to look for grants outside of the FCSS jurisdiction. So we have just a broader footprint than some FCS offices might have.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, you've got a lot of stuff that's coming up, and I know we were talking about, I know you're organizing like a volunteer fair coming up as well, right? That's going to be in a little while.
So if I can do it in order.
Sure, absolutely. I'll let you take it over because, I don't want to throw it away.
So we're excited that next Saturday, which is March 23rd, we're partnering with the High River Health District Foundation and doing a head-to-heart
a rural mental wellness fair at the community center. It starts at noon. It's free. We have about 14 vendors coming in with a focus on wellness, mental health, and just general overall health. We have great keynote speakers, local folks. So Jody Seeley and Chris Cook are coming in to speak for about an hour on wellness and what are your 5 things that are keeping you going, how to have a great life. And so we also have Georgie's catering the meal for the first, I think, 50-ish people coming through the door. So encouraging our community to come out. Hope the weather holds out, but excited about that offering. So that's from noon to 3. And then we're partnering the following weekend with the Children's Society, and we're running a Easter egg non-candy event.
Now, hold on one second here. Hold on one second. So the Children's Society as well.
Yes.
There have never been more connections, direct connections in a show as we have had in today's show. So this is crazy. So Rhonda, part of the Nanton Children's Society as well.
Yes.
And so you guys, so tell us more about what's going on there.
Me or Rhonda?
Sorry, Lynne.
Oh, okay.
Lynne, you're the spotlight's on you right
Sure.
now. So yeah, you tell us about what's going on.
So we're partnering and we're running an event in the park just outside of the Nanton Quality of Life office. Sorry, I can't remember what that's called. Centennial Park, maybe?
Rhonda, it's Centennial Park?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's different Easter egg gathering activities. For kids, we actually, last time I heard, we had 42 children, 24 families registered, which is fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and we're running that event from, I think, 11 till 1, and there'll be refreshments for the kids. There'll be prize packages. There'll be a draw for kids that successfully complete different activities, and we're encouraging registration. So I think if you go to our Facebook page or the Children's Society page, you'll be able to register. So look forward to that.
Rhonda, do you know if that's ready on the Children's Society page?
It sure
It is. Okay, good. Excellent. We also had a comment coming here. Sorry, not to throw you off there, Lynne, but Shalane.
Shalane. Yeah, she's one of our core volunteers for sure.
I love the inclusivity and community focus of Nanton Quality of Life Foundation. So yeah, Shalane's very involved with you guys.
Very.
And of course, remember everybody that Nanton Quality of Life Foundation is also part of the Family Community Support Services, FCSS. So we don't want to forget that and make sure we get that information out too. Okay, so what else is coming down the pipe here?
So on April 20th, we are organizing a volunteer event at the Cozy Corner, and we have about 11 local service groups and agencies, nonprofits, with volunteers signed up for that and just putting that piece together. But there'll be hot lunch, there'll be prizes, entertainment. It's an opportunity to showcase volunteer opportunities in Nanton and area, but also to thank our volunteers for all of their dedication. So there'll be prizes for volunteers and
nice.
Just trying to bring it all together. We had our first one last year, and you provided radio services. I'll be talking about that with you guys. But, we hope to have an annual event, and the town's been generous enough to offer us some funding so we can have a nice hot meal.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, I don't know if anybody has an actual answer to this. I'm going to bring Rhonda back in for a second. But does anybody know, and I'm thinking, I'm asking this question, everybody's going to go, how come you don't know this, Dave? How many service groups do we actually have in Nanton? Does anybody know the number of service groups? Lynne, are you aware of how many we actually have?
No.
No?
And being new, new ones always pop up too.
Yeah, we got new ones that pop up. I mean, we popped up here a few years ago. But Amanda is actually going to be looking in let me just bring this
directory?
up. The directory, yeah. So we've got this little mini directory here. Let me bring this up here. So the 2024 Nanton Big Business. We changed. Now it's a Big Business mini directory. And so Amanda is looking up right now and trying to find how many. Too many to count, she said. Too many to count. So she's looking for it.
Well,
she got it?
Service organization,
yeah,
youth group, sports organization, educational services.
Yeah, all
those different groups. So she's saying,
I bet you there's 20.
Sports, family, kids, egg society, library, the elevators, us, scouts, yeah. Sports. So yeah, quite a few in town, and so we want to build this obviously, right?
Mhm.
So let's build this thing up. Let's get all those service groups out and support it. And the more service groups, I'll tell you from experience, that the more participants that you get into it, the more people you have that are ambassadors of being able to promote it to the community.
And the more we can collaborate.
And the more we can collaborate. So it's again, we always talk about win, 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 win. A lot of wins there. So I think we should maybe make a push here. If anybody knows or you're part of a service group, then they can just reach out to you, right, Lynn?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And get a free booth and be able to set up and talk to a community about your organization and why you need volunteers.
Sorry, we just want to clarify that. She didn't say free booze. She said free booth. Free booth, not free booze. I don't think booze is even going to be included in this.
No, sorry.
So yeah, that's a dangerous combination, I think.
So I have one more breaking news thing.
Oh, wait. Now, is this breaking news? Can we use a breaking news on here?
Yeah.
I think I've got some breaking news. So let me bring up, here we go. Okay, so we'll call it big news.
Yay.
Okay, the Hub Nanton Radio. What is it?
So Tim Hortons reached out last week, and we have been chosen, the Nanton Quality of Life, to be the recipient of the Smile Cookie campaign, April 29th to May 5th. So pretty excited about that. That's where you go into Tim Hortons and you can buy a Smile Cookie, and 100% of donations to that go back to the charity or community organization. So
Nice.
we would be ensuring that funding coming back to us would be used for youth programming. I think that's where we want to put our funding, and excited to be offered the opportunity. I don't know if we've had it before. I know NAPS has been recipient of the Small Cookie campaign, but I will be working with you and community partners and promoting the initiative so that we can, really maximize our outreach and get people excited to support the Nanton Quality of Life Foundation and the FCSS programming that we do and other programming.
Yeah, the Tim Hortons and their Smile Cookie initiative has supported NAPS. It's supported the firefighters as well.
Yeah.
What was the last one it supported?
NAPS, I think.
It wasn't NAPS. The last one wasn't NAPS.
Was it the Boys and Girls
Boys and Girls
Club?
Club.
Oh, it was the Boys and
It
Girls
was. It was the
okay.
Boys and Girls Club.
We did a special winter campaign.
No. Oh,
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So the Boys and Girls Club. Remember the Boys and Girls Club, Foothill Club, where we do the BGC radio show on the third Thursday of the month from 6:30 to 7:30
idea.
to support the
Yes.
kids. What do you think of this idea here, Lynn?
I think
Of
it's
this-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you and the whole family are going to be tuning in, gathering around the radio
You
like
bet.
the old days.
I think my granddaughter would like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
And
And then remember our bike, our Trishaw bike?
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes. So
I'm glad you said that. Yes.
Yeah. So we have 7 volunteers for that. We're just our bike is parked right now, so we're going to be bringing it out, servicing it, making sure it works, and when the weather gets a bit more stable, outreaching to the community and scheduling rides. So it's open to everybody.
Okay. Cool.
And our primary focus, because it was donated by the High River Health District Foundation for use by the lodge, is reaching out to the lodge. But we typically do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so we have Monday, Wednesday, Fridays available. So we will be doing a big campaign. So look forward to that.
Good. I was going to ask you about that. And I was also going to let you know that the radio station is going to donate some subs and some big speakers to put on the side and a player for the radio station.
Awesome.
And you guys are going to be pimped out.
I love it.
Yes. So,
Love it. Love it.
so, look forward to that, everybody.
Yeah.
Going down the street, just blaring.
There you go. But good things are happening, and
Yeah.
good things have happened. And I will be talking to Nanton Town Council on Monday night, just reflecting on their FCSS, more on their funding and what we've put that towards in the last year, and around our senior programming, the bike youth programming. We had over 2,500 people email us, phone us, or walk through our door to get some referral and support for food insecurity, homelessness, filling out government forms, applying for benefits. So that's a huge part of what we do as well.
Cool.
Helping people connect them to the right resources.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Lynn.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in, and we'll definitely be doing a lot more work with you.
Awesome.
So we got a lot of stuff obviously coming up with you guys, and I appreciate you being here.
Okay. Thanks very
Okay.
much. Have a great day.
Okay. We're going to let Lynn go, but I want to make sure that we get to a couple things here before we say goodbye and bring our band back in. So the one thing is, of course, we've got a sponsor for this show, Wagon Wheel Pub, and we were talking about karaoke earlier. Nanton's Good Time, Feel Good Place. And so with them, you want to make sure you come out for karaoke on the March 19th, 2024, Tuesday. So that's 8 o'clock. So come on out and you have some karaoke fun. And we've always had a really good time there. It's a little bit of a different layout now, actually, than this picture. They kind of built it back a little bit more, and so now we got a little bit more space, and the
there's a drum riser.
And there's a drum riser. That's right, and I get to sit on the drum riser. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. And then I also want to remind everybody that, of course, we've got the Welcome to Nanton bag. So if you know anybody in the community that's brand new, such as welcome Helen and Lewis. We dropped off a bag for them. Sally and John, welcome to our community. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in there that we want to give out to new members of our community. So make sure you let us know if you know anybody who's moving to Nanton. Okay, well, with that being said, you are not Lynne Cox.
I'm not.
Not even close. So we're going to change that one. Amanda, my love, is what it's going to be. And Amanda, is there anything that we're missing here? Anything you want to promote before we say goodbye to everybody?
Oh, Mike Cooper just posted Mosquito Creek open mic will be back next Wednesday. So that's important for everyone to know. We've talked about the big mini directory, our birthdays, just kind of going through it. I guess the only thing that we haven't really touched on was the karaoke from last night.
Oh,
is that the
this is not going to replace our band to end the show, by the way. This is not.
This is very quick.
No.
As we said, we were in Staveley last night for kind of a pre-St. Patrick's Day party, and there were some familiar faces we saw there.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Still with a kiss. Yes, it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer. Wind in my hair, warm smell of Colitas, rising up through the air.
So just a little bit of fun.
There we go. That's what we did last night. So
we had a different start. Usually in Nanton, everyone brings up their songs themselves, and it gets the ball rolling. Last night, everyone was just putting up like jokes, like
Sherry's going to sing this song.
Sherry's going to sing, and Sherry
Backstreet
goes,
Boys.
I'm not singing anything.
What? What are you talking about?
So it was a little bit of a slower start. But
that's not what Sherry sounded like, by the way. But yeah, it was a little weird because I kept getting everything organized, right? And I got my list of songs there and go, okay, this person's coming up next. Oh, they're just joking. They're not coming. I'll go. So now I've okay, give me 2 minutes while we try to get the next thing organized here. So
it was fun.
It ended up getting to quite a roll here with and Raymond did a good job from Raymond's restaurant. So okay, well, with that being said,
that's it.
Are you guys going to do live or are you going to do karaoke?
We'll do live.
I do live. Okay. Okay. I'm going to let you guys take it over. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate all the guests. Tune in to F40s tonight, brand new on the radio station, nantonradio.ca, hosted by Leanne, who we met on the show today. And I'll let you guys take it away. And we'll see everybody next week on Good Morning Nanton Live. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.
Just because it's St. Paddy's Day, or almost. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin. Could have been 3 or 4 6-packs, I don't know. But look at the mess I'm in, my head is like a football. I think I'm gonna die. Telling me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Come took a grapefruit, wore it like a hat. I saw someone under my kitchen table talking to my old tomcat. They were talking about a hockey. The cat was talking back. Long about then, everything went black. Wasn't that a party? I'm sure it's just a memory playing tricks on me. But I think I saw my buddy cutting down my neighbor's tree. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin. Could have been 3, 4, 6 packs, I don't know. But look at the mess I'm in, my head is like a football. I think I'm gonna die. Telling me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Well, Billy Joe and Tommy, well, they went a little far. They were sitting in the backyard rolling on a siren and somebody's police call. So you see, Your Honor, it was all in fun. Little bitty back treating down on Main Street was just to see if the cops could run. Well, they brought us in to see you in an alcoholic haze. Sure could use those 30 days to recover from the party. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin. Could have been 3, 4, 6 packs, I don't know. But look at the mess I'm in, my head is like a football. I think I'm gonna die. Telling me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin. Could have been 3 or 4, 6 packs, I don't know. But look at the mess I'm in, my head is like a football. I think I'm gonna die. Telling me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Wasn't that a party? Wasn't that a party? Wasn't that a party? Wasn't that a party?
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered.